Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time it's the Milka Luflée. I'm not sure if that's meant to be lovely, I doubt it. But yes, Milka Luflée. I've not seen these before particularly, but basically, to cut a long story short, on Wispa, on Twitter, I've been talking a lot about my love of whispers. And someone basically mentioned that this is, well, I think my friend Agent Sesker on it mentioned about the whisper sounded a lot like this bar, so I thought I'd give it a try. And also another chap who follows me on YouTube, Mr. Naughty Cat, hopefully not that naughty, seems a nice guy, also mentioned I should try out the Milka equivalents of a lot of dairy milk bars, which I wasn't actually aware of. Seems that when I say dairy milk, sorry, Cadbury's dairy milk. It seems basically a lot of those bars now have Milka equivalents, which I don't know what to think about. I always thought Cadbury was kind of like a British staple of chocolate, but it seems to have some kind of collaboration going on with Milka. I don't know what it is, but essentially they release the same chocolate. So to me, this looks a lot like the old dairy milk bubbly, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure it'll be exactly like a Wispa, but having looked at the pictures on the front, the holes do seem the air bubbles do seem very small, which is like a Wispa. So before I should go on, this is an aerated chocolate bar. So basically, sort of air's added to the chocolate, and it makes it sort of very fluffy and light. So I think you could probably see there in the picture. So then it's covered in a layer of chocolate as well. So yeah, essentially it's a lovely lovely chocolate, to be honest with you, aerated chocolate. It's a bit like if you have an aero, it's a bit like that, but I'd say this is a lot nicer. The bubble's a lot smaller, it's a lot more velvety. In the Wispa at least, in the Cadbury's Wispa. I'm assuming it'll be like this in here, but we'll see. So yes, so basically, yeah, it's Milka Luflée. I do apologise if I'm pronouncing that wrong. It says what I assume is alpine milk underneath it. So very much more of a European bar rather than a British bar, this one. So it says 100% alpine milk, and then something else underneath it, which I'm not sure what that says. Chocolate, oh, probably chocolate, I don't know. Chocolade, which sounds like chocolate. Yeah, so as you can see, it does say a lot of similarities with Cadbury's bars, for those of you in the UK. It's got the flow wrapper, all this affair going on. I think Mondelez own Cadbury's basically, and I think they're a subsidiary of Kraft. So that's the gist of it. Yeah, let's have a look. So the bar itself is 100 grams. So for 25 grams, it's a quarter of the bar. It's 134 calories. 7.6 of which grams of fat. 4.4 of which are saturates. It seems. Yeah. So my purple is my favourite colour, to be honest with you. So I quite like this bar. I think I prefer the purple that's on the Wispa bar. Not that I'm biased or anything, but just a bit more of a bluer purple rather than a sort of red purple, which is this one. So let's have a look anyway. I'm not an expert on colour, by the way, so if I've got that completely wrong, just ignore it. So yes, it's about it's about 18.5 centimetres. This with the flourishes. So you can see if you take those away, you lose a centimetre, it's probably down to about 16 or something. Yeah, okay. Let's give it an open then, I think. So we'll take advantage of this flow wrapper thing, which is meant to be essentially you split it down the middle, and you can not reseal it, but you can wrap it back up again quite easily. So yeah, now it's still a bit hot here, and I had to get this from. I do believe they do sell them in some supermarkets in the UK, but I couldn't find it in my local equivalent of that supermarket, so I had to get it from Amazon basically, so a bit more expensive than I would have liked. But there you go. Now let's have a see. So it's a bit snapped off here, which is usually the case. But yeah, so hold it up so you can see lovely bubbly effect there. It's really nice. So Luflée probably means bubbles, probably, to be honest with you. So it probably is literally like a Milka bubbly. So like the Cadbury's one is dairy milk bubbly. So there you go, so a nice bubbly effect underneath. Again, it's starting to melt in my hands. No design there, so it's not they're not actual spheres It's quite flat underneath. But, you know, not bad. But you can see it's probably reasonably hard to determine what a quarter of this bar is. But fortunately, somehow, by fluke or whatnot, it seems to have broken off here into a perfect quarter. So this is your 134 calories. Didn't too bad actually, I'd say. I mean, it's not much for what you get in now, but typically then probably on the other chocolate bars I've had, a quarter of the bar is usually 200 odd. So yeah, so I'll leave this little snippet out and I'll move this bit away. Right, so here we go. So yeah, it's a nice bubbly bar, and then let's have a look. So yeah, you can see the bubbles there. I think they're bigger than the Wispa. Actually, the Wispa ones are very, very small bubbles. Occasionally you'll get one that's probably half as big as some of these. So yeah, this to me is probably halfway between an Aero and a Wispa. So I don't think this is going to be the same as a Wispa, to be honest with you. I'm sure it'll be lovely, but it's not. Well, lovely, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be quite a Wispa, I don't think. But we'll see. You never know. I could be surprised. So I'll okay. Let's stuff a bit off. Chocolate everywhere. Okay, so let's give it a taste. Well. Okay, well, it's definitely not a Wispa or a Dairy Milk Luflée. It's not Cadbury's chocolate at all, so which is good and bad, I say. Good because it means it's not the same bar. It is something different, and this is very, you know, it does say it's made with alpine milk and stuff like that, so I can believe it because it's not. So I actually just skipped a bit there, but yes, it does have a bit. Yeah, it does have a sort of more of a sort of Belgian chocolate type taste, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Obviously, it's not Belgian chocolate because it's alpine milk and stuff like that. So I have the Swiss chocolate or whatever. But I'd say more of a creamy chocolate taste really than Cadbury's chocolate. So if you imagine, easy way to, if you've had those Goylan whatever seashell chocolates, it's a bit more like that really. It's a bit more, I'd say, it's more creamy. You know, it's not quite the same as Cadbury's chocolate, even though Cadbury's chocolate is quite creamy. I'd say that's more velvety. let's have a taste. And the bubbles. For me here, the bubbles really just make the chocolate softer. It does. It's more like a Dairy Milk bubbly if you've had that in the UK. It's if you had a Cadbury's Wispa, it's literally divine. The sort of aerated chocolate in that. It's so soft and velvety, and it smells beautiful. Real taste sensation. This kind of lacks any of that really. It's more just a regular chocolate bar, I think. I don't really get too much sensation with the bubbles in this. It makes it a bit softer, but I don't know. I don't get the same chocolatey, velvety, beautiful hit that I get with a Cadbury's Wispa. But it is, you know, it is nice though. As I say, it does taste substantially different, and I quite like the difference in the chocolate. I think it's quite a nice, sort of difference. Definitely a different taste of chocolate. Definitely, you know, you do feel like you can believe it with the alpine milk. You know, it definitely has that quality to it. But for me, I don't quite think it's as nice as a Wispa. That's for sure. Well, you know, and I do prefer Cadbury's chocolate, but I'm a bit biased because I'm based in the UK. So obviously, being brought up on this stuff, you'd probably think differently. But yeah. For me, it's nice, but I think a 3 out of 5 for me there. I think a 3 out of 5 for me. It's a bit more like the Dairy Milk bubbly. I think Milka needs to do a Wispa equivalent, because you really are missing out if this is the closest you've got to it. I can assure you of that. But it's still very nice. But a 3 out of 5 for me, I think. Just a bit too plain for me. There's not really enough here with the bubbles to make it, you know, that much different than anything else. And I think the milk chocolate is very nice and substantially different. But I think, yeah, it's just a bit too average for me, I think. Okay, guys. Well, let me know what you think about that. Hopefully, I've not offended all the Swiss people out there, or wherever this bar's from. I assume, you know, with Alpine milk. I mean, obviously, could be anywhere really. Well, the actual addresses on the back seem to be Austria, Germany, and Italy. So maybe Swiss neutrality is assured. So we're okay. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, let me know what you think and subscribe and follow me on Twitter and things like that. Like the videos, all this sort of stuff. And I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. See you later. Bye.